wet tires. We might need some grass tires before this qualifying's all over.
And you see Jesse Iwuji turned in. Connor Mosack was coming on the inside, but this is where it gets really interesting is all these guys that come through. That's a really fast corner, the entry to that. And you see Josh Berry's another one that's going to come through in a second. All these guys, the splitter digging in, tearing up the grass all over the track right now.
Hey, and give some credit to Connor Mosack. Here you see him coming through right there in the 18. You know, he went off, had all that grass, comes down, cleans it off. He is now second in Group B qualifying. Ty Gibbs got through. There's Josh Berry.
Where was he going, Adam?
You know, that's over turn 11, right? Turn 10, turn 11, that area coming back toward the front straightaway. That's a tough spot, too, because where are all the spotters around this racetrack? It's totally different for these teams to have guys stationed around, and where do you watch? And everyone's getting acclimated to this.
It is, and the one thing that I see that I have not seen this whole session is that windshield wiper, which tells me that rain is picking up. But Ty Gibbs has been in, cooled his tires down. He's pulled back down, out, and is on a lap, and knowing how fast his teammate is in the 18 right now, Ty's pretty competitive, so you know that he's going to go out and see if he can get himself in this top 5 group. He's going to have one more lap to try to get it done. But man, with all that grass on the track, you see him sliding around.
Yeah, he just missed it by 1/10.5 there, and this is where you can get yourself in trouble. Moisture's picking up. You're trying to get that little bit of extra. He's already run quite a few laps and hasn't been able to do it. So you kind of take care of your stuff here. You want to be in that top 5, but you got to be smart at the same time.
Yeah, Ty jumped from 8th to 6th, but not quite enough, as you said, Trevor, to get up inside the top 5. A time that would advance him to the final round if, in fact, we have one, James.
Yeah, and he's going to get to complete this lap and maybe one more. The factor is just the rain and how much these tires have given up. And it also looked to me like he was going to catch a little bit of lap traffic on this lap. And not only could that screw up this lap, it might screw up the next one as well.
And I think if you're the top 3 here, Creed, Mosack, Allgaier, I mean, you're parked, right? Because the reality is it's hard to imagine with the conditions anybody is going to jump that far up the board and knock you out. We've gone under a minute, and I remind you one more time, you just have to start the lap. You don't have to finish it for it to count.
And one of the things we don't know much about yet at this racetrack is fall off. We don't know how fast the tires are going to fall off, so we'll have to watch here.
Ty Gibbs on that next lap to the top of the board. That pushes Josh Berry on the outside looking in.
Yeah, great lap, because we saw him have to drive through the grass to complete that lap. And there's just so many unknowns, and the only way you're going to go faster is to push it a little deeper into a corner, roll the corner a little quicker, maybe use a little more curve than you did the lap before. But that was a huge pickup. That was about 7/10 from the lap prior to that. So great lap there by Ty Gibbs.
Joe Graff Jr. off the track. His time is about to expire with A.J. Allmendinger sitting on the bubble.
That'd be interesting if Allmendinger doesn't make it through to the next round.
And this lap would count for Myatt Snyder, and Myatt is a good road racer. Not sure he's got the speed to jump up in front of A.J., but currently 9th. And we'll see what he can do on his final lap. Last opportunity to make a jump and advance to round 2.
Well, if Allmendinger can be on the bubble, we know nobody's safe, right? I don't think at this point, if you're Allgaier or Mosack, you feel that comfortable because you got somebody right behind you that's so good. If he gets bumped, which time's up now, but could have went back out and bumped him as well.
He's 9th at 1:18.54 across the alternate start-finish line, and he's unable to make a jump. So Snyder stays in the 9th position, and I haven't seen anyone else on track. So I think we're all good for Group B. Gibbs, Creed, Mosack, Allgaier, Allmendinger, the top 5. They move